high-profile candidates are making their final pitches to voters in the new federal seat of Bullwinkel in Western Australia. Kira Hain joins me from a primary school in the electorate now. Kira, what have you been hearing from voters there so far?
Good afternoon, Holly. Well, here we are in Bullwinkel. Now, we've spent a lot of time in Bullwinkel over the last few weeks during this federal election campaign, and that's because this really is one to watch. It's a new federal seat. It's notionally Labor by 3.3%, but the amount of campaign resources being put into all of these campaigns is really noticeable. Since it is a new seat, it seems like it is anyone's race. Now, I've been hearing from voters cost of living, housing, and especially the Keep the Sheep movement. Now, this is a key issue for the electorate of Bullwinkel because it's not only covering urban areas in the Perth Hills, but also the wheat belt and some sort of farming areas towards that way as well. So it is a very diverse electorate. So these are some of the issues I've been hearing from voters. And as you can see behind me, I'm here at Helena Valley Primary School. There's a steady flow of voters. And one thing I will say that we noticed immediately when we arrived is the amount of Liberal signage compared to anyone else. Now, as we walked from the car to here, we have only seen Liberal signage. And as you can see here, this is where the voters have to line up, and it is only Matt Moran signage. So the sheer amount of campaign resources is something that's been really interesting in a lot of seats in Western Australia. Here's what some of the voters had to say this morning.
Oh, look, I'm traditionally probably a Labor. I'm still not really 100% decided, really. I think we probably could be doing more.
Your mind?
I was just saying, I've never seen so much signage. It seems like it's a pretty knife-edge election if there's that much at stake that everybody thinks they're going to have a shot at it.
Wow.
So that's interesting.
Yeah. Not really excited by the idea of all the signs that just are attacking the other party instead of promoting an ideal. It can be a bit hard to work out what each party actually stands for. We know what they don't stand for.
I'm hit 65 now and I feel sorry for the younger people coming up because they're going to find it hard unless we start getting some young people into making different changes. Let them start to run the place because these old people, as far as I'm concerned, they're not doing anything.
And I'm joined now by the Nationals candidate for Bullwinkel, Mia Davies. Mia, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. Thank
How's
you.
the morning been?
Very busy start. Cast my vote in Northam, in my hometown, and then I'm just making my way down the hill. Your viewers might not know, but Bullwinkel is a big electorate. So we're here at Mount Helena, and it's been pretty steady the whole day.
And what have you been hearing from voters?
I think that there's many people looking for an alternative to the two majors. They're certainly liking the fact that the Nationals have run outside our traditional areas and given them that option. They also like the fact that there's someone standing that they know from previous state politics and political life, and I've been able to demonstrate that I'm willing to have the fight for their electorate.
And now, you're certainly a high-profile candidate. You exited politics as opposition leader and only re-entered because of the Albanese government's ban on live sheep exports. How much does that issue mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, it was one of the issues, but it's certainly very close to my heart. I'm a third-generation farming family from both sides of my family, and the communities that I've represented for the last 16 years in the state parliament are dependent on this industry going ahead. There are people whose livelihoods and their communities will simply be utterly devastated as a result of this ban, and so it's worth fighting for because they are good people who make an honest contribution to our state's and Nationals economy.
And are you feeling confident?
Competitive. It's going to be a really close race, and we know that from all the numbers that we've been seeing, and every vote will count, and that's why we're out here today, making sure we're laying eyes on as many voters as possible for that last vote right down to the wire.
Mia Davies, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And one final thing I'll share with you, Holly, before I let you go. A fun fact about Western Australia. Now, I got this tip-off from a policeman who was doing the rounds in Bullwinkel at the polling booth we were at before, and he told me that they were going to polling booths around the state, and at the 10 they'd been at, only one had democracy sausages. So I feel very blessed that we're here now where there is the option to have a democracy sausage. And I spoke to some residents. They actually said that Bullwinkel, in the state election and also previous federal elections, apparently they actually never get democracy sausages. So this is a blessing to be here right now, and I think we're going to make use of it. Holly?
Absolutely. What a crime not to have them at every polling booth. You've set yourself up there, Kira. Thank you so much